So there is a recent report that the UK government is set to ban international students for 5 years for doing this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Chinemerem, and if it's your first time on this channel, hi, you are most welcome. Please do it, like this video, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are amazing. Thank you for coming back. So let me just give you guys a little background story. So a few months ago, a report came up that if you move to the UK as a student, you can easily switch to a work visa. Like, you don't have to complete your studies before switching to a work visa. Now, that was when they were really struggling with staff, and it was a bit difficult to cover up. So they were doing this and they were happy to do it. So once you move with a study visa, if you get a job that is happy to sponsor you, you can now switch to a work visa immediately, which means you now abandon your studies and switch to the work visa. You don't have to complete your studies anymore. You just have to switch to a work visa immediately. Now, so many students have done this. I know people that have even done it. They came, they abandoned their studies, and they switched. Well, they got a job which was happy to sponsor them, and they switched the job to the work visa, and they abandoned their studies. Now, if you come to this video, or if you come in the comments and say you are the person blowing the cover, or you're the person saying this, I will just delete your comment and maybe block you. Because you know why? It is not me that went to tell them. They've done their survey. They won't come and watch YouTube videos for them to know what to do about their country. They are not clueless. They are not some clueless leaders. They have their clues. They know what they are doing. This report is already published. So you will not say it is me that is publishing it. No, I'm only bringing this to notice of my viewers, that they are aware of what they are doing. So please, let's be guided. So yes, as I was saying, you know that most students pay just deposit before they move to the UK, and deposit about 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pounds. Although some universities have noticed what's going on and they've increased their deposit to 8,000 pounds, 10,000 pounds and thereabouts. But there are some that are still accepting 3,000 pounds for deposit. If you pay like say 3,000 pounds and you're supposed to be, and your total tuition fee is about 14,000 or 15,000 pounds, and you move to the UK, if after paying 3,000 pounds you come here and you switch to a work visa and abandon your studies, that means that you will not pay the remaining 11,000 pounds, which means that the money they were supposed to get from you is now all gone. They've done this a lot, and now the UK government have noticed this, and they are like, we have to do something about this. If not, all this money we're getting from their studies will not be getting them again. No, I think that's what I'm thinking, because you know that these people make so much money from universities, honestly, from international students. Honestly, they do. That's why most times all these news line up and down, they will stop this, they will stop that. Well, I'm waiting for them to stop anyone they want to stop. They can stop whichever one they choose to stop, though, but it will not be as people are speculating. It will not be as people are speculating. I know if they remove that 2 years post-study work visa, a lot of things will go down, but I really don't think it will be as harsh as people are speculating. But then again, this is the UK. They are unpredictable. They can change like this, they change like their weather, so they can do whatever they want to do. They can just do anyhow. So, but that's just by the way. But then again, if you don't end up paying your total tuition fee, that means the school must have lost out in those thousands of pounds, and which would be like more like a loss to them. Is it a loss to them? Well, I don't know, but yeah, they will not be getting that money they're supposed to be getting from you. Check universities and their tuition fee. Most times you see international students paying twice of what home students pay. We'll see some schools accepting 9,000 pounds from their home students, and then international students is about 18,000, 19,000 pounds. So yeah, they're making money from you. It won't be easy to just, abandon all those things and all. Well, what do I know? So this report here says that they found out that international students are now converting from tier 4 to tier 2, abandoning their studies. That it may possibly lead to a 5-year ban, which means that you may be banned from the UK for 5 years or anything like that. Well, I don't know if they'll take this action now, or if they look more and see that people are doing it too much, they will not take the action. Nobody knows what they would do or their plans at the moment, although they're saying different things. But my own advice, as I would always advise, is that if you come here on a student visa and you want to switch on a work visa, even if you switch as the main student, try and complete your studies. Because as a work visa, you can work and study full-time. Nobody is stopping you from studying. So if you want to work full-time, fair enough, but you can even study and work. And secondly, you as a master's student, you don't go to school every day. You can go to school maybe 2 times, 3 times in a week. You can also work and balance up, right? Sometimes master's students go to school like 2 times thereabouts, or maybe 2 times or so. So you don't really have to go to school every day. So even if you're going to be switching from a tier 4 to a tier 2 visa, it's okay, but try and complete your studies, because the issue is that so many students are abandoning their programs. See, if you continue your studies and complete even on a work visa, you are still paying them the tuition fee in installments. They don't have to pay everything at once because they are working now. No, you pay everything like you would normally pay as if you were on a student visa. You don't have to really abandon it because you're working now, you abandon your studies. This country, I know it's not easy, but it is a bit easier for you to work and study here than work and study back home, if you get what I mean. Try not to abandon your studies. We don't know the effects of this on the long run. You may feel, oh, nothing is happening for now, I'm still safe and secure, until after 5 years you will go for your indefinite leave to remain, and they will tell you one thing or the other. They will ask you, how did you come in here? And something may just backfire later in future, which you may not even think about them now. I'm not saying don't look for a job. Hunt for the job. Get the job. You get. I'm in support of that. Get the job. But try and complete your studies as well, so that in future it will not affect you and your indefinite leave to remain application later in future. So if you must switch to a work visa, please kindly try and complete your program so that you will not face any problems in future. So there's an easy way to switch from a tier 4 to a tier 2 visa without having any problems in future. And this is specifically for those that have dependents. So if you have a dependent, it will be a lot easier for you to switch from that tier 4 to a tier 2 visa. And you'll still be studying full-time and you don't have any restrictions to working as well. How do you do this? If you have a dependent, whether a male or a female, it doesn't even matter, and you are a student, the dependent should be the person hunting. Even most times, some companies will not even be able to sponsor you as the main applicant, because we are on a tier 4 visa, and on a tier 4 visa, you have these 20 hours restrictions. So some companies will be like, okay, work for us for a certain number of time, for a certain number of months, and then we will sponsor you. But you know that if you're working for only 20 hours a week, you are not working full time. And so some companies or some organizations will not be able to sponsor you. But if your dependent is able to work, he or she can work for more than 20 hours a week, which means that the dependent will be working on a full-time basis. If the dependents work for like the number of months the company wants them to work for, the dependent can now switch from that tier 4 to tier 2. And automatically that dependent now becomes the main applicant, and you will become the dependent. If you want to continue on your student visa, fair enough, you can continue on that. If you want to switch to a work visa with your dependent, once the person switches, it is also good. But me, I always advise switch as soon as your dependent switches, so that you will get your indefinite leave to remain the same time. But if you want to switch, maybe your dependent is not up to the qualification, or maybe your dependent has some limitations or something like that, and you want to switch, please, if you switch, kindly try and finish your program. It won't be easy. Yes, normally it is never easy. Nothing in this life is easy. Already they are saying that this channel of students switching from tier 4 to tier 2 without completing the process is kind of resulted into a competition in the job market for their residents. Like, if you come, there's so much competition now in the job market. People are saying no job anymore, no job anymore. So they're saying that students are now, competing with their residents in the job market, and that means their residents are out of job while the international students are now getting the jobs. You get that. Previously here, about 5 years ago or thereabout, there are some jobs that before you apply for them, you would wait for 28 days. And by then, they will also state there that they will only select you as an international applicant if and only if they don't find any qualified British citizen. But now things have changed, and I don't think that rule is still in place. I don't know if it's still in place, but for some jobs, like lecturing jobs, you will not apply for that job until after 28 days. You would have to wait until after 28 days from the day the job was advertised for you to apply as an international applicant or as someone on a visa. But now people come in and just enter the job, and the residents are like, these people are dragging this job with us, so and they don't know. So let's just be guided, right? If you want to switch, please switch, but then ensure you finish your program. Alternatively, allow your dependent to switch, and then you can depend on your dependent. You will still be able to work full-time and study full-time as well if you wish to. That's only if you don't have kids. So because if you have kids, two of you cannot work full-time and you will also study full-time. It's not done, it's not possible. Then again, just stay careful out there, guys. Stay careful out there. And that's all about this video. Until I see you guys again on the next one, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. To take care, stay safe, and bye.